Are we live? Are we live? I must say that.
We're live on YouTube.
There we go. We're live. How about it, YouTube? How are y'all doing today?
Hey.
Happy Friday.
Hey!
That's not dandruff. I can tell you that. Mostly because, as you may already know, I don't have hair to have dandruff. It's snowing.
Dandruff
Is that how that works?
No,
That's not how that
dandruff
works.
is your scalp.
Okay.
Yeah. Burr!
Yeah.
It's
great.
chilly in here. Because
Yeah. So we are. We're doing a little special chat, a chat with Matt, because guess what happened this week? Back in 1993. That's right. The blizzard of '93. That's what happened. So we decided to spend some time together, we all, and have a chat. And maybe you could tell us, if you were around back then, what you did in the blizzard of '93. Because I think everybody's got blizzard of '93 memories.
unless you weren't alive.
Then make some up. Honestly, we're not going to check your birth certificate. We won't know how old you are.
That's true.
If you don't have memories, make them up. Who's going to catch you? Not this guy. I don't care.
We do
You
have
can make them
fact
up.
checkers on hand.
Yeah. Go ahead and drop us a comment. Tell us your Blizzard 93 memories. We're gonna read them on air. We're gonna tell you our own memories, and we're gonna maybe have some bread and milk sandwiches. I've got it.
Boo.
I'm not hungry.
Okay. We'll be here a while. You'll get hungry.
Okay.
Sure.
It'll come.
I'm starting to get a craving for mashed potatoes.
Over here on the over here, I don't know why you would have craving for that. Over here on the yellow bench, I did what? Also, apparently, I should tell you, I have. Are we doing that still? Is that a thing? I say a word and I get sprayed with mashed potatoes.
No.
It's snow. It's snow, but it's mashed potatoes. I knew this would make me angry, and it's already making me angry. On the yellow bench, Adam and Talia.
Hi. We don't get the potatoes,
You can have some.
No thanks. I'm good.
but they're snowflakes that
Ew.
you can, if you put in water, it turns into food.
Hey,
Which would be the ideal situation in the blizzard of '93. Am I right?
hey, while we're waiting on those comments to come, it's all in my pocket. While we're waiting on those comments to come in, hey, y'all go ahead and tell us some of your favorite Blizzard memories.
Well, let's take a trip back
Oh boy.
to 1993.
Don't.
March.
You have to go into a lot of detail. Though.
Here we go back in time. Take a trip with me on this yellow bench.
Was that the sound of snow or was that the
That was
sound of your
time
brain?
travel. It's the sound
Okay.
of time travel.
Got it.
Get with it there.
Yep.
So Blizzard '93, I was 9. I turned 10 that year. Do the math. That's how old I am. I turned 10 in '93, but I was 9 because it was in March. And I remember the big news thing. Everyone was saying, "Oh, snow's gonna be bad," and we saw the map. James Spann was up there with the map, and it was like this big, like white area that covered like basically the entire like eastern side of the country. It was like, this is where it's gonna go. This is the storm of the century. Is that what they actually called it? Like the storm of the century or something like that?
But in hindsight, I would say storm of the millennium.
Okay, that's an exaggeration. So I was as a kid just really excited that it was gonna snow. So I was like, yes, it's gonna be a lot of snow. It's gonna be fun. Turned out, the novelty wore off very fast. It snowed. I mean, you woke up in the morning, and I think the night it was like snowed overnight. So, and then there was all this talk of thunder snow, and like it was lightning and snowing at the same time, and everyone was like, "This is the end of the world." But then you wake up in the morning, and there's like 2 feet of snow on the ground. Snow.
Really?
2 feet.
Every time they say it?
2 feet of snow. There was I don't know if you heard me, but there was 2 feet of snow on the ground.
It's down my shirt.
And when you're a kid and you look out the window and you see 2 feet,
I'm sorry, but
He didn't say it. He didn't say it.
I'm sorry, but that's not 2 feet.
2 feet.
You're not good at measuring. That is not 2 feet of
We've
snow.
said it like 6 times.
That's a new word.
Oh, okay.
You there's new words.
That's not.
We've adapted.
That,
Okay. Anyway, so
Potato
there was
does.
a ton of snow, And we as kids were like, "Yay, this is the best thing in the world!" We went and played in the snow, and only to realize the power was out, and we did not have power for like 2 weeks, and we didn't have a generator. This was the storm that made my parents decide to get a generator, and we didn't have any power. So when you come in back from the snow and there's no heat, you got to go fortunately we still had hot water, so we would just sit in the bathroom and like steam the bathroom to get warm. My brother got sick. That wasn't fun, and we had to warm our food over the gas log lighter in the fireplace. We were really roughing it for 2 weeks. I remember once we tried to go stay at like some apartments when it started to like melt, and that didn't work out either. It was a weird time. It was a bad time, interesting time. Never forget it. But I survived, and that's why I'm wearing this shirt.
Adam, I love that shirt. Could you tell me where you got it from?
She just gave it to me.
Oh my gosh!
I got it from store.southernthing.com, which is our online store for It's a Southern Thing. In case you're not aware, we have these shirts. So we did a live stream on Tuesday, and we plugged these shirts, and they sold out.
Yeah.
So there were no more. Now there are more. So if that tells you anything, these shirts are in demand. So go to store.southernthing.com and get your I Survived the Blizzard 93 shirt, because chances are you did.
Isn't there a special right now? If you spend $25?
Yep.
Yeah, if you spend $25, at least $25, and you get free shipping.
That's true. It's a
So
true
that's
story.
nice, because I love not paying for shipping.
Now let's play a game. Let's find out what the word is. The new word is.
No, this is
Ooh!
Let's just say a bunch of words
Let's
associated
just go
with
through
bread,
it.
milk, snow,
I'm gonna read some stories off the
Power
computer
generator.
now.
panic.
Cold.
Let's see what y'all are saying. And we're gonna bounce back and forth here. We are live on both Facebook and YouTube right now. So Facebook, let's see. Melanie Hatcher says, I was a nurse in Thompson, Georgia. 17 inches of snow. No one in or out. The 2 visitors were stuck with us and helped us cook for the patients. That's Southern hospitality right there. That's just pulling together. Juliana said I was 3 years old.
I was also 3 years old.
So I'm assuming she doesn't remember much. Joey Statler says I was in Tampa in '93, and unfortunately we didn't get any snow. Sad
Hey,
crying emoji face.
You might think it's a good thing, but once the novelty wears off and you're like, this sucks. I want power. I want heat. Are any of those words the word? No? And like
What's gone wrong?
the power company doesn't come out
I don't
forever.
know the word.
Sandra Hayes says we packed up our 3 kids, four and under. Oh, she had 3 kids ages 4 and under. That's worse than the blizzard of '93. Along with my husband's Mama Rachel, and went to Disney World. There was no heat in the motel room. Snow on the ground in Orlando. We were bundled in coats. We didn't get to ride Splash Mountain because it was frozen.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah. So.
Frozen is not a word? Is not the word? Okay.
No.
Freezing?
not.
Freezing?
We're not
Below zero?
Ice. Drive. Grocery store. Walking.
Bread, milk. Bread, milk sandwiches.
Pretty sure I know what the word is.
Pork chop sandwiches.
Do you know what the word is?
For sure. I'm not gonna say it though.
What? Hey, tell me.
Blizzard. Winter storm. James Spann.
You'll know.
Suspenders.
Oh, you'll know.
News.
Did you say moose?
News.
Oh.
Yes, it was moose.
What?
It was cow. How'd you know?
Just gonna go through the dictionary.
On YouTube, Mike Ike says, but I do remember my uncle making an igloo maze from the back porch he dug out and opening, then through all the backyard because there was so much snow. I mean, I saw 5, we were able to go through the backyard. So basically,
Oh,
your
that's
uncle
super
took all the
fun.
snow on the back porch, carved out a maze.
That's awesome.
That's
fun.
pretty incredible. Yeah. Sorry, I'm having a hard
I've
time
always wanted to
reading
go
this
to
through my
Disneyland.
protective layer.
Oh, I forgot. We had our dog. We had our dogs, and they were because the snow was so high. They were little, and they would go out and they would just get buried in it, and we lost them for a minute.
Craig Bolick says there was ice in Alabama. Snow was further north.
That's
No.
wrong.
That's-
we had snow.
that is wrong.
For
Craig,
sure.
were you living in like Mobile?
Because we had a lot.
You're
of
thinking about
snow.
that other time we had ice. I remember the time we had ice because I fell on a steep driveway and hit my face.
We've had lots of We have ice all.
Well,
funny.
there was
Regular.
ice
In the winter.
sometime in the
no.
90s. I remember because again I hit my face on the driveway.
I remember at some point in the 90s, yeah, we had super thick ice on branches and power lines,
and
and it was really
driveways.
bad.
Driveways.
John Lang says that was the first and only time he's ever had snow cream was in the blizzard of 93.
Oh, yeah.
What are y'all's thoughts on snow cream? Because I find it to be disgusting.
I don't like.
Yeah,
to eat
because it's snow. Are you
It's ice cream made out of snow.
are you familiar with how the water cycle works?
I remember my mom making ice cream out of snow.
It's
Y'all are
it's
stirring up stuff for me now.
dirty.
Yeah.
It's a brand new memory that I'd lost.
We played a lot of board games over the candlelight.
This is riveting stuff.
Yeah, very interesting stories here.
Listen, when you're just sitting around for 2 weeks, there's nothing to do. There's no power. There's no food.
Carl Zen said, survived the blizzard 93 at Georgia Tech in downtown Atlanta. Loved hanging out on the barriers of 75 and 85, watching the cars that decided to drive in it and crash.
Cars?
What? What was the word there?
Cars.
You're making it up
Cars.
as you go along. There is no word. There is no word.
You got a little something in your beard.
Oh, I'm not even gonna bother cleaning it out. It's all down my back.
Is it in your mouth?
It is.
Mashed potatoes.
It's in my mouth. It's in my ear.
Condensation is forming mashed potatoes.
It's all over my precious toilet paper and milk and bread.
gross.
That's potatoes.
Ew.
Wow. Jared Craig says, I was working at a truck stop when the state police decided to close all the highways and interstates, and all of a sudden I had 150
Interstates? Close interstates?
truckers, and I was the only employee. Fun times in West Virginia. But were you? This is disgusting. These mashed potato flakes are like, snow.
It's snow. Don't work illusion.
It does not feel good on my back.
I feel itchy.
Yeah, a little
It's
bit.
like mashed potatoes. There's mashed potatoes in your clothes.
Incidentally, during the winter storm, this is what you'd be making mashed potatoes out of.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Snow.
Yeah.
Now
Talia,
you can say all the words. He's gone. He walked out of there.
Thank goodness. Talia,
whatever you want.
any memories you have of the blizzard of 93?
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I have minimal memories because
I'm in the same spot. We're
I am younger than Adam.
close to the
And
same
then-
age.
Yeah.
I'm an
Yes.
old man.
We
So-
are still in our 20s. While
No, you're not.
Adam,
Come on.
I am the
Adam is 84.
I'm the
Yes.
youngest bald man in existence.
So Matt and I are both still in our 20s, and Adam is 84. So
I
the
look good for
memories that I
84.
do retain. No, I was young. I was like not yet 6.
Yeah,
I turned 6 that year.
I was 6, turning 7 in a
Yeah,
month.
so I was pre-6. So very minimal memories, except I know for a fact there was snow because I have a visual memory. Do you have, like, as a little kid, do you have memories that are just almost feel like pictures? You don't
Yeah,
really
there was a
remember
blue
anything else?
door at our house in North Carolina.
Yeah, so just like visual memories, and I have a visual memory of what the sky looked like with perfect little walls in the shape of my body made out of snow because my sister pushed me backwards in the snow when we were playing outside, and I was bundled up so much. My mom had like full on Ralphie's little brother from Christmas Story, you know? So
Please.
I was super bundled up. My sister pushed me backwards in the snow, and I just like completely tumped backwards and then was stuck.
You gotta
And
put
I
the
just
logo
like,
forward.
excuse me, I'm telling a
No,
story.
I'm telling him how to do this thing over his head.
So, yeah. So I remember visually what it looked like looking up and just seeing walls of snow and then the sky and just being stuck there for a minute until I guess one of my parents came and found me and pulled me back up out of the snow. Yep. It's a good visual memory.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
also remember my dad like making funny faces on the car, like carving the snow on top of the car and making it into like a big goofy smiley face.
I can see that.
But I don't have much more than that.
There was so much snow at first, you couldn't even make a snowman.
I know.
Oh.
Because you couldn't roll it all together.
I know, because it was like this high off the ground.
Hadley Sheffield says, wait, flakes is in from instant mashed potatoes. What kind of southerner even gets within 10 feet of that?
It's
Well,
snow.
we're not
It's-
eating them. It's
it's
snow.
Yeah, it's snow. No. You ruined the illusion, man.
Hadley, have some fun.
Suspend your
Calm
disbelief.
down. Someone said the 1973 snow was bad.
Oh, I remember that one.
Oh my god. No, you don't.
Adam is 52 years old.
That's 84.
Yeah.
Courtney Kelly says, Mom boiled hot water on the grill to make us bathe at one point, but I lived in Alaska after that, so just don't bathe.
You bathed in boiling water?
You gotta let it
You let it cool.
cool off. You don't just like
Come on.
pour boiling water on you.
We ate a lot of beans.
What kind?
Pork and beans. That's all we had. That's all we could cook over the log lighter in the fireplace. Fireplace? Log lighter?
They don't know. There is no word. There is no word.
Cook, log
They're
lighter,
just-
fireplace. I'm just going to
Beans.
say that
They're
sentence
just
Pork.
doing it.
slower.
Good.
Beans? We cooked them. That's all we had to cook over, the little log lighter in the fireplace.
There's no word. There's no word. Paula Powell says, I just started college and was asked to come into work, and I said nope. I do know they told us, don't worry, it's just a few inches. For the blizzard of 93?
Wow.
A few dozen inches.
Nice.
I don't know how you travel in that. No.
I feel
Don't.
like I need to call my mom and
Yeah.
like ask her, be like, hey,
We didn't even
were
have
we okay?
we didn't have any cars with four-wheel drive or anything, so we just had to rely on the fireplace.
I do remember there was like
Nope, changed the word already?
No.
God.
there was like a sense of community. I feel like I remember everyone was like outside together because it didn't matter because it was cold inside and cold outside because no one had power. But I feel like, people walking to the grocery store, I feel like all the neighbors were like talking to each other, helping one another. Like, because what else are you going to do? Ew.
Well, first you couldn't get it to anybody,
Yeah.
and then once it started to melt,
Well, we were in like an apartment complex in Cahaba Heights, so I remember there were just like kids everywhere.
Jennifer King says our electric was out for 2 weeks, so we buried our stuff from our fridge in the snow in the back porch. There was no generator. We dug tunnels through the yard and sledded down the back road on our huge mountain. She was 11. I feel like I really missed out not building snow tunnels. Now
smashed potatoes. It's snow. I made a snowman. I don't wanna make
I've never even thought to do that. Nancy R. Horn says we brought our grill into the basement.
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
Oh, Nancy.
That doesn't
Burn our
seem
house
like a
down.
good idea.
Lucky to be here with us, Nancy. Also, if you're watching this, don't do that. Don't
Ew.
charcoal, propane, doesn't matter.
Stop.
Don't do it.
Adam,
I'm making a snowman.
Let's
Yeah,
check
put
over
that
here
back
on
in the
YouTube. Y'all are a little younger on the YouTube. That's what I'm seeing here.
does anybody like a glass of milk?
Yeah, anybody for some milk?
I'd be careful because I bought that around noon,
It's whole
and
milk.
I haven't refrigerated it since. So, at your own risk.
Here's the bottom of the snowman.
James Crocker says, I think Luke deserves a shout out for dispensing that amazing potato flakes.
Oh, thank you. You knew that was coming.
That's a nice little umbrella
Judicious
hanger.
Echo says, can't remember if it was 93 or 94, but I remember the power being out, playing Game Boy in my bed, and listening to trees cracking / exploding.
What?
That was not the Blizzard 93, that was the apocalypse of 94.
That was
No,
the-
that's true.
Apparently.
Certain trees, if they get
weight.
super super cold, the sap inside, when the sap freezes, it expands and the trees burst.
What?
Did y'all not know that?
No.
What?
That
How
don't
did y'all
happen.
not know that?
That
We
doesn't
don't-
happen around here.
We don't get cold weather.
No, if
I've
a
never
tree
had a
gets
tree explode in my yard.
if it gets super super cold, all of the sap and the moisture inside the tree freezes, which causes it to expand, which makes the tree expand, and then it just goes
Dang.
splinters everywhere. Just like
you Google
snow,
search on
potato
YouTube,
flakes.
you probably find a video.
Oh yeah, and I mean it sounds like a gun crack because you got to think it's wood, just like
You've experienced this? You've seen it happen?
I've seen it. I don't remember. I don't know how I know this actually, but I do know that I know it.
It's all on my back. I hate this. I hate
I'm so
this
sorry.
so much. So many people on YouTube are saying I wasn't born yet.
Well, yeah.
Aw.
He's got some babies.
Expand it to.
And then they're arguing whether or not Tampa is in the South or not. So I'm just gonna step away from you for a second, YouTube. Y'all figure that out.
Here, I want to text my mom.
Ashlyn
Can Miss Brenda come tell her story?
Ashlyn says
Yeah, Miss
she
Brenda,
was,
come on in and tell your story.
Ashlyn was 12 when she went ice skating on the bayou. It was frozen about 2 feet thick, but the bottom wasn't frozen, so we could still see turtles and fish swimming under. We didn't have ice skates, so we just wore our dress shoes. Yeah, I'd imagine you didn't have ice skates in Louisiana. I don't even know if you can purchase those.
We got Miss Brenda here.
Hey! Talk to us about Hellman's mayonnaise.
How'd you keep your Hellman's fresh?
Yeah. How long do you think Hellman's will keep in the snow?
A long time. Good mayonnaise, babe. Good mayonnaise. It's gonna do its thing. You can believe that.
Tell us, do you have some blizzard memories?
I do. I remember. You ever heard that song, "It's Raining Men"?
About the
Yeah.
Weather Girls.
People were coming out from everywhere. People I hadn't even seen before that was like in our neighborhood. And I said, well, where are all these people coming from? They were everywhere. But the killing part is my lights didn't go out.
What?
What?
They did not go out.
That's lucky.
The right side of the street, the lights went out. But on my side of the street, they stayed on. So,
Just come on here and
I'm
brag.
No wonder you were so popular.
yeah,
Yeah.
just, hanging. So my kids said, "Ma, come on, let's go outside and throw some snowballs." And then I kind of looked at their faces. Trick no good. You're trying to get me out there to try to pay me back for something with some snowballs. So I didn't go out there.
Smart move.
But yeah, I didn't want to get mad with my children or anything. But some of my friends found out my lights was on.
Oh.
So they're gonna try to come to the house. So they got to the house and I turned them around. I said, go back and get your food out your refrigerator and bring it back. And so we'll have enough for everybody, because you weren't gonna eat up all my food. So yeah, but it was cold, but people really had a good time, and then reality set in. Those lights was off.
Oh, your lights did go off.
Theirs did.
Oh.
See, they had to go home. They couldn't stay, man.
You
know,
kicked those kids out of your
You're gonna go
house?
home to a cold house.
Well, they couldn't all stay at my house. Okay, on the onset of this, what I said, it was raining what? People, they were everywhere.
It was raining poor, cold children. Just wanted a roof over their heads.
I mean, really. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can do.
Roof? Children, roof, heads?
Who gave that to Liz? Let me ask y'all this. I get the response from y'all, but then the audience start chiming in because there's a little bit of delay. So when we get to y'all, I'll have some ready to mention. But when let's say, not necessarily blizzard level, but a good 2 inches of snow is all it takes to shut down most southern states. Yeah. So if that's forecasted, what is your go-to that you'd run and get from the store, other than like the bread and milk and toilet paper, like the essentials everybody else runs for? Is there something else you specifically go for?
Well, a propane tank. I just realized, the thing you cook the turkey in, that's a flame. Get a propane tank. You can set a skillet on top of it.
Oh yeah,
You could cook with that.
that's just life hacks with Miss Brenda there.
Yeah, and then you could kind of sit around and, turn up the burner, might get a little warm. Or, back in the day, they used to get bricks and warm them up, wrap them up, get in the bed, put them by your feet, cover up, keep you warm. Just saying.
I don't succumb to the I gotta go to the store and get hunkering down supplies, because even when somebody mentions snow, I'm like, whatever. Even though I survived the blizzard of '93, that was such a weird freak storm.
Yeah.
Like happened in March and 2 weeks, 2 feet of snow. Never seen it since. But my parents did get a generator, so that was good.
Yeah.
I still don't
if you
understand.
can't afford one, like I'm saying, lights go out from thunderstorms or whatever,
That's
you know what I
true.
mean? And you got little kids or something, you want to feed them.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody running to the store to get a propane tank. They might now, since I told them, but hey.
Yeah,
I'm
you've
just throwing
seeked
that
us
out there.
So here's the question. Like everybody goes out and gets bread and milk. But What do you do with it?
With the bread and milk?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're. I get
don't
milk,
understand it. I don't
but I don't. Well, it's two separate things. Bread for sandwiches, like
But you don't get the stuff that goes in the sandwiches. You just get the bread.
you should. I mean, that PB&J in your fridge, that'll last you.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna run out of that.
What if you don't have that? I guess you got to get that.
Then you need to get that.
Is that what y'all are doing? Y'all are eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches you just need bread for during the storm?
Yeah,
And then dipping them in the milk?
and then cereal.
How did that get started, you think?
I don't know.
I wondered about that. Who started
The bread and milk?
the thing?
Craze?
Yeah.
Response is Ashlyn said on Facebook Coke, which means all sodas. She gets sodas.
I always got bacon anytime they took me.
Bacon?
Yeah.
I always get bacon.
This is the thing. You're also getting stuff that needs to be refrigerated. And if your power goes out, then you got to ration that fridge. You got to like only open it for like a millisecond and be like, "Who got it out?" And you got to keep it cold in
Somebody
there.
out here mentioned burying stuff in the snow.
You
when the
can.
fridge went out.
Yeah.
If there's
can.
enough, yeah. In the
Yeah,
winter storm, you
if
could
it's
do
enough.
that. The blizzard.
And
you
if
could
it's
have done
cold enough, you can. You
Yeah.
can, because I've done that when my lights
Hide it
went
from
out.
your hungry neighbors, though. Don't put it on the back porch, not the front porch.
When there's 2 feet of snow, you can get it down in there. Porch?
Porch is the word. Porch.
You could use a
Didn't think
barbecue
so.
grill too.
Steven said Little Debbie's. Donna said chocolate, and Margie said beer. Those are y'all's essentials for the Facebook crowd. From the YouTube crowd, Melanie says we get water bottles and a ton of canned food. Holly Roberts says yes, bacon for sure. Linda said on YouTube, I guess this is when your question about what do you use the bread for. She said grilled cheese sandwiches. That sounds absolutely delicious right
So
now.
everybody, when there's a storm coming, you have cheese, you have peanut butter, and you have jelly, but you just don't have bread. That's
Maybe you want. Maybe the question is, what is the state of your bread currently in your pantry? Is it going to start going stale in the time you'll be snowed in? So you need fresh bread now. And maybe the milk is the same way. Your milk is going to go
Maybe
out.
the milk
It's going to
keep
go
you
bad.
nourished. I mean, it's just in case, you know,
Yeah.
that things go real bad.
I gotta calm my nerves with some milk.
I'm just
Does that
saying.
work?
I don't know. We might have to try it.
Oh, yeah. Let's pop some milk out. We'll see if it chills us out.
Okay.
Get it? Chills. Is that the word?
Rose says she gets water bottles, rice, milk, bread, cheese, canned food. Michael says we usually cook a bird or roast before the storm hits. So they just make up a whole bunch of food.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's good foresight.
Or then, you know, you could have soup. You know, you could freeze soup. You put that in the snow or whatever, because soup holds a good long time. Good vegetable soup or whatever. You take it out and I don't know, you eat a little chill, but that's okay.
So here's
There are some chill soups you can eat, right?
Yeah, the gazpachos. I don't like those though. Those are gross.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Here's another question though, like, because especially for the blizzard of '93, going outside and playing in the snow lost its luster quickly because it was so cold.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what did y'all do to pass the time? If you were like me and you were stuck in your house for 2 weeks, what did you do? Because we got really
we had
bored.
A ball. We were dancing. We was playing music. We was playing cards. We were, oh man, we was telling jokes. Everybody had jokes. Everybody had jokes.
Everybody's a comedian.
Yeah, everybody was a comedian. I remember that day. We had a ball that day.
But what about after that? What about
You
for
go
the
to
2 weeks
sleep.
after that?
You went to sleep.
It didn't just last a day though.
The first day is the initial day
You
that
slept-
you do everything. You don't worry about the next day.
You slept for 2 weeks.
Almost.
I would-
and then
that
you could
sounds-
do.
that sounds
Might
fun. I would love
sound
it.
like it, you know, because then once the snow was gone, you had the ugly slush out there, so you couldn't go out there and do anything in that. But I'm just saying, the first couple of days, we had a good time. We was playing '70s music.
Nice.
We were jamming.
Yeah, we had the first couple of days was great.
Yeah.
Because you're like, snowstorm, we don't have to go to work, we don't have to go to school, we don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
We're like out, and there's snow, it's fun times, let's go play. And then after that, once it got like, you like set in, you slept like, in the house with no heat for a long time.
But see,
and, like,
I had lights. So
you had lights, you
I
had
had
it good.
lights,
We
I
did
had
not.
good. I
You're
had it
just
good.
you're just bragging.
We had a
today.
cold-
I really am.
I don't remember what I did. I just remember being out in the snow. I remember certain things there about it being cold, can't be out very long. I remember like there were certain sections of the yard where there was like a little bitty valley and you step into it and poof, and you would kind of disappear.
Definitely limitations on how long you could be out there because you came in, you couldn't come into the heat.
I remember Mom would count. It was like 15 minutes. It's like all
Yeah.
you could spend outside. And we didn't have gloves because why would you have snow? I mean, like I got gloves now, but not then. So we would put socks. Mom would put 2 layers of socks on our hands.
Yeah.
And I'd be outside like this with tube socks on my hands. Like, look at the snow, Mama.
And the socks soak it up and get.
And then she's like, 14 minutes. I'm like, gotta hurry, build my snowman. Yeah, and I don't remember what I did inside, but I was 7, so just apologies to Mom and Dad because I'm sure it was rough being cooped up in the house.
Like, we couldn't play the Nintendo because it needed the power.
Yeah.
We didn't have. We had the Game Boy, but then it's only as good as how many batteries you have. And then there's just like card games, board games.
Yeah. And then after a while, it got boring.
Very boring.
Then after it got boring, then what you did, you just went to sleep. Like and if you had some beer in the house or some Hennessy or something, drink that.
Have some milk, calm the nerves.
Some milk, yeah. Put 2 pieces of bread together and make a bread sandwich.
Got some bread, some milk. It's really
Got
gonna
some-
like mellow me out.
Yeah.
It was a trying.
Yeah.
It was a difficult time for all of us, and I can't think of a better way to commemorate that than I survived the blizzard of '93 T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
Where do we can get those?
I don't know. Oh, whoa,
we're
whoa, whoa!
wearing
They're
them.
on both of you right now.
Yes.
That's
Well,
fantastic.
yeah. We sell these.
Where did you
This
get them
is so
from?
cool, though. These are cool. This is so cool. Just bring back memories. Everybody need memories. What's going on now? We need some happiness.
Yes.
Yes.
This is Blizzard
So
93.
these
Store.southernthing.com.
Yes, these shirts will do it for you.
And
90s vibe to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very cool retro look
Yes.
on them. And you know what? We're doing. We got this thing going on where you get free shipping on orders over $25. So put that shirt in your cart and throw something out. Get you 2 shirts.
Yeah.
Grab you something. Put it in the cart. Get it over $25, and we're shipping it to you for free. Yeah, you can't be that. I know y'all love free shipping.
That's right. And then when we able to start back traveling and stuff, put this on. What does this mean to me?
Yeah.
Alabama, it's a Southern thing.
It's a conversation starter
gotta
for
get
sure.
your- yes.
Somebody else sees your shirt, they're like, I did too. Survived the blizzard of '93.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, where were you? I was at home freezing to death.
I was in Florida. It happened. We're in '93.
Yeah. I was living in there.
I was even there. Okay.
Everybody's got their blizzard
Yeah,
'93 story.
yeah,
What
yes.
are your thoughts, Miss Brenda, on snow cream?
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not gonna do that. This is absolutely.
We're all on the same page.
Yeah, I'm not.
This is like it's absolutely like necessary.
Yeah.
Like the milk is gone.
In order to survive the blizzard, maybe.
Yeah, but nah.
I don't think that if you're counting on snow cream to sustain you, I got bad news for you.
Yeah, well.
No nutritional value.
It's not. It's not.
No,
It's
it's
just
not
snow
serious.
and condensed milk
And sugar.
and sugar.
I would just
That is
drink the
that's
condensed
it.
milk. That
It's
stuff is
delicious.
good. Just
yeah.
take the condensed milk and drink it.
No.
It's good. Sweet.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments. Are you a fan of snow cream? Yes or no?
Are other people saying how they pass the time during the?
And if you're not, if you had nothing else to survive on during the blizzard '93, would you eat snow cream to stay
Like it
alive?
was nobody's business.
Because I would not.
I would if it's gonna save my little life.
Yeah.
That's the only way I eat that.
And if you make it another way other than condensed milk, snow, and sugar, is there a secret? Do you get some secret ingredients for snow cream?
Or it's maybe instead of snow, you
So-
just have like crushed ice and like just do it that way because snow is gross and dirty.
Yes, it is.
Snow cream popsicle.
I've had that. I've had the Mayfield snow cream popsicle. It's delicious. And
Martin
it-
Sellers was a paramedic in Huntsville and had to deliver a baby on a shift because they couldn't make it to the hospital.
Oh my
Whoa.
gosh, that
That's
sounds like
memorable.
Yeah,
a TV
yeah.
episode.
Right?
Having to deliver a baby.
That baby should have
be on
grown
the
up
shirt.
by now
Yeah.
and buy one of these shirts.
Yeah.
So you're out there, baby.
Baby,
You born on
baby born in the blizzard.
Blizzard on 93.
Holler at us. We'll give you free shipping on your order if it's over $25.
Yes.
That's a deal just for you.
Yeah.
And then it said add vanilla extract.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's what I was gonna say. Smart person. Yeah,
It's still
they take
in-
it up a notch.
Dirty snow.
That it is, but you know.
Snow cream, little tips here. Katie says don't use the yellow snow.
What?
That's dog pee snow.
Ew. Ew.
May not be dog.
Cat. Human.
Yes.
Ew.
Can't be.
Flip.
Someone said we ordered a pizza from Domino's and before the guy could leave, he was stuck in the driveway.
Did they hang out with the Domino's guy?
Yeah, did y'all hang out? Let's find out.
Have the Domino's
Yeah,
guy
tell
over?
us more about that. Is that on Facebook?
Yeah, it's on Facebook.
Wow.
Jeremy Wilson.
That's a bold move to try to get pizza delivered when you know the apocalypse is coming.
Domino's, why were you still open?
You know.
Your whole business is driving
Yeah,
through the
I don't.
you
Yeah.
know, you know, by any means necessary.
Jason
We're
Jones
trying to
says
stay open here.
I didn't have to worry about toilet paper in '93.
We got some right here.
Why?
93
had-
was a good year for
We
toilet
were
paper.
we were using toilets and wiping in '93.
Who are you?
Yeah,
I think
that's
he meant he didn't have to worry about not having it.
not having it '93.
Not that he didn't have to worry about it, because now we all have to worry about having to use toilet paper, you know?
And it's such an inconvenience.
Wow.
Oh, Stephen Lyle said they like to top their little Debbie's with snow cream.
Oh, gross.
Oh, I'm about that.
When it melts, you just have dirty.
What kind of okay? But time out. What little Debbie are we talking about here? You putting them on top of an oatmeal cream pie, or
Doesn't matter. It's dirt snow.
Swiss cake roll,
Yeah.
cosmic brownie? I need to know.
I want that.
None of them sounds like a good idea.
No.
Oh, someone said putting cinnamon in the snow cream with a little syrup is yummy.
Yeah, no.
Y'all are missing the point.
I don't know.
You're missing the point. It's dirty snow.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you put in it.
Yeah, but if I had to put something in it, not in a cinnamon.
Had a swimming,
Cinnamon.
this one's interesting. Had a swimming pool, broke the ice, and melted it to flush toilet.
What?
Oh,
Broke the ice.
To,
Oh.
Broke the ice.
to go
Put it in water and then you would go put it in the tanks. And then
yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh, okay.
they didn't have water.
Innovative.
Didn't think about that.
Oh, yeah, we didn't have toilet problems.
No, we didn't.
I was
either.
able to use the toilet.
Yeah, flush.
flush
Stephanie
off.
says
okay.
I survived the blizzard '93 too. I remember actually seeing and hearing thunder and lightning in Montgomery.
Yeah, it says it's thunder snow.
just-
It was strange.
Yeah.
Update, they did hang out with the pizza guy. Yes, he partied with us that night.
How long did Pizza guy have to stay the night? How long did he ever leave?
Does he still live with them?
Yeah.
Then you unfortunately, we need more details.
And in 1993, how many pizza dudes got 30 seconds?
Did he have
jokes
other
did you make?
pizzas in the car that were for other people? And you're like, those are ours now.
Yeah,
Okay,
that movie was still somewhat fresh.
Did pizza delivery guy have other pizzas in the car that were meant for other houses after that one?
Now
So
you
it was
really
like,
can't
go back
see
to the
what's
car,
in
get the
it.
other pizzas. They're ours now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All your pizzas now belong to us.
All your pizza.
John says 1993. We skipped that one in Savannah. You survived.
Okay.
By the shirt, John.
But you really, like, yeah.
You missed out.
Whoa, Andy says blizzard. No, we had a flood in St. Louis.
No, it went up the east side of the U.S.
So it was just dump rain in Missouri.
Let me pull up the map here. Let
I didn't know that.
I guess so.
me pull up the old Blizzard map here.
Favorite game to play?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, your favorite game to play, snowed in game to play.
Mandatory one by the parents. Who can stay quiet the longest?
Yeah, quiet as a mouse, still as a rock.
We
Yeah.
were card players.
What kind of card game?
Bid whist, Tonk, if anybody had any money.
Did you charge like a cover charge to get into your like powerhouse?
Yeah.
No, I didn't, but I'm just saying, we love card games. And we played Twister. Oh my gosh, we had a good time. Yeah, we played
Y'all did
Twister,
have
we
a
had a
good
good time,
time.
we had a good time.
I'd be scared to play Twister in the blizzard. If I'm gonna
Who's
break,
this
I'm gonna
at
break something, and I'm just gonna be stuck there with a broken arm until the snow melts.
Did anyone actually go outside and build a snowman or go sledding?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, we did that for like the first day.
Yeah, it was
then
a little bitty.
Yeah, like it was on to me.
Probably a trash can lid, if I had to guess.
We actually had a sled for some reason.
They didn't sleep.
No, we would use like a trash can lid or something to
Yeah.
to slide down on. I'm the kind of person that even if the smallest amount of snow, I'm gonna build a snowman. I'll try to get it off like the hood of my truck or off some flat surface and make
thing.
the tiniest snowman in the world. I'm gonna do it.
There's a pizza man update. The pizza man did stay the night, and they did eat the pizza in his car.
That's it. So in case you couldn't hear on the Pizza Man update for that story we're following, that is right now my favorite Blizzard story. Domino's delivery driver did have to stay the night at their house,
Yes, it
and
was.
he had other pizzas in his vehicle. They ate those pizzas too. Follow-up questions. How many nights did he have to stay? Did they stay in contact with the delivery driver? Are they still friends today? And if they're not, would they be willing for us to reunite them over a Domino's pizza dinner with potato flake snow?
No?
That's like the answer's no.
I don't like it.
They didn't.
Potato flake?
Suggestion.
It's potato flake.
Okay, all right.
Look at this. I don't think people really appreciate. I don't know. You can't see this. You can't really appreciate how big the storm was.
Here, wait, let me focus.
Yeah, focus on this.
I do this for a living.
See that? Like that big old comma is the storm, and that takes up like the entire
Yeah.
eastern side of the United States. So it was getting everybody. They really called it the storm of the century, at least in hindsight.
Dang.
That was huge.
I don't know if anyone can hear you. You are well past the microphone there. I'm just now realizing that. Adam's showing you a map of where the storm is. That was it.
Yeah.
It's like a
It was huge.
snow. It's like a snow hurricane.
Yeah. It was huge.
Update on Steven where he puts what Little Debbie's he puts snow cream on. Fudge rounds, Swiss rolls, and anything chocolate to camouflage the dirt. Steven, as long as you are aware that there's dirt in snow cream.
There's dirt, and then there's also wildlife fecal material.
Yes, it
That's
is.
a no for me.
It's
Yes,
fresh.
you know.
It's
It's fresh. It's
Yeah.
fresh.
It's fresh.
No, the snow.
The snow, but it's just fallen.
Yeah, that's fresh.
You're fine.
Oh, I'm not arguing. I love snow cream, and I have had delicious fresh snow.
I don't like it.
Davey Key says it was taking spring break at Ole Miss and couldn't make it back to campus, I guess. Then Mississippi was hit in '94. That's another thing I'd like to bring up. Why do we have spring break in cold weather? Why do we do that? We have spring break too early in the year.
But
That's
the
so you
semester's
can-
over in like May and June. Like
It's so that you can leave.
Yeah,
can
so you can-
go
yeah.
to the warm weather. And then
Yeah. That's why.
I mean, like the beaches down here aren't. You definitely can't get in the water. I mean, you could, I guess.
they also have
It's just
summer.
very cold.
They also have summer break, which is
Very
in the
cold.
summer where you can.
Ooh, it's great, but it's great to
Oh.
leave in the wintertime and go somewhere where it's hot at. I just did that. It's amazing.
Someone,
Did you get stories?
Katie,
no, both my parents are ignoring me.
this is great. Katie says this is when I was conceived, and then tag your parents. So that's a great moment.
Bonnie said she was too.
I
Yeah.
am.
Bonnie's a winter storm baby.
I am. I survived. My mom also survived.
Storm of the century.
Oh, listen to this. Linda Harlow on Facebook says, I was supposed to go out to a club that weekend to meet a blind date. I called my friend to say there was a huge storm coming and I was staying at home. Date meeting was moved to the 21st. And then that blind date ended up being my husband.
Oh.
How sweet.
Were you-
Train. I'm also realizing, too, after that story in the Domino's pizza delivery driver that stayed the night and I presume was adopted by the family later, that I did say make up stories if you didn't have one. Now I'm realizing I might be reading made up stories. And it's ruined it a little bit for me.
I don't believe anything I read.
I'm going to just keep, living in ignorant bliss and I'll just assume they're all real. Oh, this is interesting. Tammy, last name Blizzard, on Facebook. Says my friend and I went on spring break from Illinois to Florida. The storm hit the day we were going home. We got stuck on the interstate for 18 hours. she peed in the cooler. We made cards out of paper. The cracker truck, a quarter mile in front of us, distributed all their crackers to everyone. It actually created great memories, and somewhere we made a paper on it. She also locked us out of the car, and we ran out of gas.
What?
Wait, this
Great
is a
memory.
roller coaster of a story.
Tammy, what? Also, your last name is Blizzard. You were destined to have that day. That's crazy. That one, I don't know if that's real. I don't even know what the craziest part of that story is.
And why did they have a cooler in the car?
To pee in.
What did you do with the stuff that was in the cooler? Was the cooler empty?
You peed on
It's
top of the
just
stuff?
y'all
Well, I guess
have-
you just put it outside because it's. What do you need the cooler for now?
You don't
It's-
have an emergency pee cooler in your car?
Well, no.
oh,
But look like I need one.
Still EPC there.
wow.
Oh, man, okay.
Debbie Raymond says, I was due to give birth on the 23rd. I was really afraid he'd come early. There was still snow on the ground as we were leaving to go to the hospital.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that
the
was.
snow was there for the longest I've ever experienced. Usually snow's gone the next day around here.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
A long time. Much
Yeah.
rejoicing when the power came back on.
So, yeah, great stories. A lot of people, I've seen a few people already say that they ordered the Blizzard shirts when they came out, like earlier in the week. And they've already got their shirts. So, yeah,
What's happening?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So, yeah, these things sold out super quick when we first rolled them out, and then we got them back in stock just now, and I assume they're probably going to go fast again because they're awesome looking shirts. So definitely check it out. I think the link to get one is up in the share text on Facebook, so check that out and get you one. And you know what? Take advantage of that free shipping on orders over $25 and throw something else in that cart to get it over $25. Get you 2 shirts. One for you and one for someone else who survived.
You survived. You've earned it.
Yes.
Oh, all right. I think maybe we want to swap out Miss Brenda and
Okay.
Talia real quick. I think that might be what there wasn't out there.
You want
Possibly.
Me to go too?
No, we'll swap you out with who?
I don't know.
Oh, you want to sit in the snow chair,
No, I don't want to sit in that chair.
please? Yeah, Miss Brenda.
Brenda.
Thank you. But also kicking those kids out when it was so cold outside.
She's not sorry.
Do what a girl gotta do.
Okay.
Do they,
Thank-
So
do they need this room or something?
Oh, I have no idea.
So I just want you to know, I texted both my mom and my dad to ask them if they had any like funny or interesting memories from the blizzard, and neither of my parents responded to my text. Y'all so busy right now that you can't respond to your daughter. So actually, I don't have any memories. They didn't
They
send
must
me
be
anything.
implanted by
They
your
didn't
parents.
send me anything.
They were probably like, we were on vacation. It didn't
They're
snow
like,
at all there. You missed the whole thing.
No.
Oh.
I texted my husband, and he said that they had about 18 inches of snow at their house, and that their cat got out and was trying to explore and kept disappearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was trying to explore and disappearing.
I'm pretty sure I disappeared into the snow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
You got
Looking for a
pushed.
few
I
more
did.
stories here to share before we leave for the day. Let's see. Andy Ray says, I was 12. It was the greatest time of my life. My parents later told me that we had no water. The pipes had burst. We had no lights and no gas. I remember us playing games all day, sitting in front of the fire, and being out of school. My story is kind of the same way. When you're a kid, you're just like think it's the coolest thing ever. Like you are not aware. Your parents are like probably freaking out that you like have no utilities anymore, and food is running low. But you're just like, there's 2 feet of snow outside. We can make a snow tunnel.
My brother got sick and we couldn't take him to the doctor or anything.
Your dad is a doctor.
Yeah.
Not that kind of doctor. He's a radiologist.
Yeah. He's like, I give you an X-ray or something.
Wait, you know what? I think I remember. This might not be from the right storm. There was a storm.
What?
There was a storm. It was probably the blizzard of '93. I just had like a weird memory. I'm pretty sure my mom filled up the bathtub.
With water?
Yeah.
If you were really-
I feel like keeping all the bathtubs full of water. I think that was a thing.
Yeah. If you're afraid you're gonna
It
look.
could have been,
You know what the pipes are freeze.
what is it?
But there was also another
2000.
time when
The
that was a
Y2K.
different storm.
Oh,
No, it was not that. I'm pretty sure.
We use the hot water to keep warm. We would just like come in and like sit in a warm. No, oh, that
no, it
wasn't.
was a slip.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'd had to just steam up the bathroom and sit in there for a while because that's the only way we could like get heat.
I don't know.
someone said they remember the blizzard of
There's some-
'81. Oh wait, that was Mount St. Helens blowing its top.
I thought it was 1980.
What?
That was ash.
Where
That
were
wasn't
you?
Snow. In Montana.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I didn't want
Josie, I
that.
lived in Chattanooga. I saw the before and after the Sam's Club roof collapse.
The Sam's Club roof collapsed.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds momentous.
Yeah.
If there's anywhere I would want to get trapped in,
Oh, a Costco.
yeah,
Not the roof
Sam's Club
collapse.
Costco's pretty high up on the list,
Yeah.
I think.
Anywhere that sells in bulk, yeah.
Yeah, lots of food, lots of weird stuff.
People making food for you.
There's things to make samples. I assume that if you get snowed in, they'll keep feeding you sample
Yeah.
bagel bites. Just assuming. Not sure. A couple more. Southern Man says, I lived in Texas. We got 1 inch, so we were ready for the end of the world. By the way, can I get a shout out? There you
Shout
go.
out, here it is.
There it is.
Ah,
Barry says, is there anyone there named Tammy?
Nope.
No.
Liberty R. Black said, I wanted to divorce my husband after day 2.
Oh, someone, did you get divorced because of the blizzard? That's a question we haven't asked.
progress report, please.
Did the Blizzard 93 ruin your marriage? Just to point out that the shirt is not for my marriage survived the Blizzard of 93. It's my person survived the Blizzard of 93. So if your marriage didn't, you can still buy the t-shirt.
Even if it left you dead inside.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Sure you've recovered.
On that note.
Yeah. Hey,
it
thank y'all for hanging out with us. I had a great time reminiscing. Yeah, I've got to wash. I'm going to go take a shower because I'm covered in snow.
For one gulp.
Don't do
But
it.
you're gonna take a shower and turn into mashed potatoes.
It's going to be terrible.
It's in my shirt now somehow.
Thank y'all for watching.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you next time. You might be out of potatoes.
Oh,
Please be out of